On Thursday, June 28, 2018, Femi Adesina, President Muhammadu Buhari's spokesman, released what he called a list of killings that occurred during the 16 years that the People's Democratic Party governed Nigeria, as the government's response to the recent killings of Nigerians in Plateau State. How childish can the president and his handlers be? Do they know that by their inaction and by releasing this silly list to compare killings under the PDP to killings under Buhari, they are reducing the sanctity of Nigerian lives to a mere killing contest? How can Buhari be keeping scores of the deaths of Nigerians that occurred in 16 years of the PDP and saying he is winning the killing contest because the deaths of Nigerians in his 3 years of ruling has not matched that? Did the president leave his conscience in London with his UK doctors? President Muhammadu Buhari is notorious for commissioning projects initiated, started and completed by the various PDP governments of the last 16 years. He commissioned the Abuja-Kaduna 187 km superfast railway and claimed credit for it, though he did not have any hand in the project. He never complained of 16 years of the PDP when he was stealing the glory. Why is it now that his herdsman kinsmen are killing Nigerians that he is now comparing deaths with the PDP? What a kindergarten president Nigeria has in Muhammadu Buhari. This is the same man who, on Tuesday, June 26, during his visit to Plateau State said, "There is nothing I can do to help the situation except to pray to God to help us out of the security challenges." Did we elect a president or a prayer warrior? I am shocked with Buhari's statement that there is nothing he can do about the herdsman violence other than pray. Did he pray before ruthlessly dealing with the indigenous people of Biafra? Did Buhari pray before unleashing his army to kill 347 Shiite men, women, children and infants on Saturday, December 12, 2015? Did he not send the military to kill defenseless IPOB demonstrators? How come he has now been reduced to prayers when it concerns his kinsmen? To say that Buhari is too sectional and biased to govern Nigeria is an understatement. No wonder Nasir El-Rufai said on October 4, 2010 that Buhari's insensitivity to Nigeria's diversity and his parochial focus are already well known. We should have listened to El-Rufai. President Buhari is able to roar like a lion for YPOB, for Shiites, for militants, and to some extent to Boko Haram, but when it comes to his beloved herdsman kinsmen, he turns to a pussycat. He turns to a prayer warrior. Why, I won't be surprised if he starts speaking in tongues over herdsmen like Chudjidianwo. The fact remains that 12 hours after the Plateau killings, the Miyetti Allah chairman spoke with a journalist and justified why his herdsmen members killed almost 200 Christians in Plateau State, and then 8 hours later, the Buhari presidency releases a statement absolving the herdsmen, who had already claimed responsibility, and blaming politicians. And this is the same presidency that the Plateau State governor says he has faith in to fish out the perpetrators. He will wait forever, and besides, look at the insensitive statement the presidency released. It is so shameful that President Buhari's statement blamed the deaths of 150 Nigerian citizens in Plateau on 100 cattle that were rustled by a community in Plateau. Even if this were true, does that justify killing 150 people? Is that the type of talk a president talks? And I can't believe President Buhari called what happened yesterday in Plateau State a herdsman-farmers clash. Those are his exact words. In 2018, more people have died from herdsman attacks in Nigeria than the total 2018 war casualty in Afghanistan. These are not clashes. This is war. According to the International Crisis Group, herdsmen killed 2,500 Nigerians in 2016, while Boko Haram killed 1,079 in that same year. Where is the sense in Buhari declaring victory over Boko Haram when his herdsmen are killing 2.5 Nigerians for every Nigerian killed by Boko Haram? In fact, I now understand why the Buhari administration, unlike past governments, is not keen on funding population control measures. When you have killer herdsmen, why do you need any further population control policy? China has the one-child policy, we have the killer herdsman policy. And my readers should not think I'm just a blind critic criticizing everything the all-progressive Congress does. Not true. Not true at all. Akinwumi Ambode is a member of the APC and I have praised him before and continue to praise him. It took Governor Ambode 4 hours to visit the scene of the Otedola bridge tanker explosion where 9 Lagosians died. It took President Muhammadu Buhari 72 hours to visit Plateau State where almost 200 Nigerians died. It is not your office that makes you a leader. It is your actions that make you one. Or consider that the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency were at the scene of the Otedola bridge tanker explosion in 10 minutes, but it took Buhari's government more than 24 hours to send soldiers to the areas of Plateau where herdsmen were killing Nigerians. Ambode can govern Nigeria better than Buhari. And that is one reason why I'm upset with activists who are quiet in the face of such injurious failure of leadership. In fact, the actions of people like Jude Gideonwo and Obi Ezekwesili and the likes directly contributed to the rise of this inept and tribalistic president. That is why I have no sympathy for them when they come on social media and act as outraged activists. Yes, Obi Ezekwesili was manhandled by overzealous security operatives at the presidential villa on Tuesday, June 26, 2018, and some Nigerians were outraged. But I say do not cry for Obi Ezekwesili. She helped cook the soup that she and other Nigerians are not finding delicious today. Can you remember March 7, 2014 when as the keynote speaker for APC she bashed Jonathan and hailed APC? Now APC is bashing her. It is highly hypocritical for an Obi and a fellow like Jude who helped cook the Buhari soup of change to now complain about the taste. As Obi made her bed, so shall Obi lie on it. Obi is not crying for you the masses. She is crying because after she helped APC make soup, they shared it without giving her her share. Reno's Nuggets. The definition of a first-class fool is one who buys a first-class ticket, takes a picture in it so he can boast about flying first class on social media, yet does not have a house. A person who has a house and flew in economy has more first-class wisdom than him. Also, an illiterate who speaks in bad English and says "I is rich" is better than a pauperized PhD holder who corrects his grammar to "I am rich."
Real education is not the certificate you possess or the grammar you speak, but how you can convert what you know to success.
Recently honored with the title CROBF Certified Ruffler of Buhari's Feathers.